Welcome to the E-Sessions on Retail Management. I, Dr. Sushmita Sugala, will be discussing the various concepts of the subject on retail management. This subject is offered to Semester-5 students of LJ Integrated MBA. Retail management is a dynamic industry. The retail industry has a visible record of a robust progress during the recent past, which is evidenced in terms of the volume of sales, the size of operations, and the style of functioning across the nation. There is a noticeable shift from the popular traditional retailing to well-organized retailing. That stands to testify that there is a pattern of development of the retail industry in India. However, even most of the retail businesses, they rely on unorganized retail business units in India. One of which, because this is smaller in size and it is catering to the needs of the neighboring areas alone. Retailing consists of all the activities in selling goods and services to consumers for their personal, family or household use. Retail management strategies, these discuss about how we can increase sales. It will be the decisions on locating the destination of the store. It would be about the growth strategies, penetration strategies, and we would be discussing the retail buying and visual merchandising for the choice of the customers in that location. Let me now walk you through the syllabus which is designed for the Semester 5 students as decided by GTU. The learning outcomes or the objectives of the subject is to understand the concept of modern retailing, the significance of retailing in the current business environment, understanding retailing as a business and the various strategies that firms which are engaged adopt for survival, for growth and for penetration in the market. It is also to analyze the role of several support functions which enhance the performance of retail businesses. Now, this syllabus is defined into 4 modules. The first module would be talking about introduction to retailing. So it would be about the definition, basic concept, functions, importance. Then we would also be discussing the retail industry in India, the changing trends in retailing, different types of retail, the formats, and the different retail channels. The second module, this will comprise of the retail planning and strategies which are adopted. So for this, first it would be to understand the consumer behavior, the factors which are influencing the retail customer, then the consumer decision making process, and what are the various types of decision making. The second part of module 2, we would be discussing about the retail market segmentation and the strategies. In order to do that, we would have to first understand the market segmentation, the benefits and the kind of markets. Secondly, what would be retail strategy? Then the strategy which is used for effective market segmentation, the strategies for penetration into new markets, and also the growth strategies. We would be concluding module 2 by understanding the retail value chain. The third module, we would be discussing the concepts like retail location selections and the merchandise management. So we would be discussing the importance, the types of retail locations, the factors which determine those locations, steps involved in choosing those locations, and finally measuring the success of that location. Merchandise management is equally important. So we need to first understand what is merchandising, the factors which influence merchandising, the various functions of a merchandise manager, the planning and buying of merchandise, and finally again analyzing the merchandise performance. The fourth module, here we would be talking about the retail operations. So under this we will be discussing how a store operates, the administration behind it, the store design, visual merchandising, and finally we would be having a glimpse of the retail pricing strategies. So it would be the factors which influence the retail prices and the different strategies which are adopted for pricing of products in retail. A few books which are recommended for reference of this subject are Retailing Management Text and Cases, a Tata McGraw-Hill publication by Swapna Pradhan, an Oxford publication by Bajaj Tuli and Srivastava, a Pearson publication by Berry and Evans, Cengage publication by Andrew and Peter, and lastly a Kogan Page publication by Keith and Thompson. Thank you.